Well then, this has been a very productive and busy day indeed. Um, I'm gonna start a little early. Not to say that the interview will start at around 5 or a little bit after, just to give everybody some time to stop by, show some love to the stream, and obviously, you know, uh, if they have any additional questions, um, let everybody put their question in the chat area and all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, it is 4:55 p.m. All right, and I do believe it's still the third. It is still the third. And what's going on, guys? Sneed, Brett, that name, ex Quetzalo, Emily, Anton. Uh, yeah, everybody, you guys are the greatest, man. Like, I do not know how to thank you enough for stopping by and checking out the premiere of the first episode, officially Poach Center. And Becca and Rebecca as well, Wagner, Saneed, I appreciate that. I mean, I don't think I'm there yet, but the fact that you mentioned that, it means a lot to me. I do try my very best to give you guys as best as I possibly can. And yeah, hey, Emily, appreciate that. Cam, welcome, bro. Welcome. Yeah, apparently, Predator Poachers Michigan is extremely loved and respected. And, it's nice to see. Wait, what? Bro, you're there. You either go no. Appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I was looking at the Instagram, like, I don't want to say promotion because it's not really a promotion, but kind of like the picture where I placed, Predator Poacher Michigan, and people just started going off. I mean, Big Mad. I mean, if that were true, I would not be here now, would I? What's up, Cat Eyes, GOT, everybody in here? I'm gonna give some time, like around 5:05-ish, to allow more people to stop by and show some love to Predator Poacher Michigan, and of course the channel. And remember, guys, while you're in the chat area, I'm laughing because I'm looking at some of the comments you guys are putting in the chat area. It's funny. But while you're in there, remember, this channel, I try my very, very, very best to keep it as PG as possible. So if you're in the chat area, show everybody else some love and respect. No name calling. Try not to curse. I can't really control what you guys say in there, you know what I'm saying? But I do just kind of like respectfully ask for the same respect back, because if I don't curse nobody out and I don't call nobody names, then I would hope and appreciate if everybody in the chat area does the same, respects everybody. And also, let's leave any of the drama and anything that doesn't have to do with Predator Poacher Michigan outside of the stream, please. I really also try my best to, when it's an interview, try to focus all my energy and attention to the interview and the guest that we're going to have. Becca, you better stop. You're going to get me in trouble, okay? Y'all are going to get me in trouble. I blush very easily, and I think some of you already know that, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't like it when there's an interview. Some people in the chat area start asking about something else or somebody else. Let's try our very best to focus on the mission at hand. And that mission is to get to know Predator Poachers Michigan on a deeper level, on a personal level. So let's leave anybody else who doesn't have to do with Michigan and all that, kind of like outside the stream. I'm always for hearing everybody's opinions and all that, but definitely when it comes to the interview, I want as much respect as possible for my guest. So no, I mean, hey, everybody tells to need the facade that I have in the back. Okay, that's a backdrop. That's a green screen. Oh man, yeah, you guys are hilarious, man. I don't know what to say to some of those comments. Jen Bruno, what's up? Your boy Drake OVO, what's up? What's up, bro? What's up, twin? Oh man, you guys are great. All right, for 5 more minutes to go. I'm just letting time go by just because sometimes I start too soon or right on time, and then there's still like people coming in and they didn't hear the announcements and the warnings beforehand, and so things get out of hand. And why Creep Spotlight was going on, man. Yeah, existing funny dude. Yeah, that is my goal. I do plan on interviewing every single branch, and not only the predator poachers branch. A lot of people get it wrong. They think that I'm just focusing on predator poachers, but what happens is they're the most, how do I say this, easy to contact or easy to kind of like interact with for me at the moment. But I do plan on interviewing any and every other predator catcher channel out there. Pop Squad, CC Unit, all these other guys who are doing the catches. I'm planning on interviewing them as well. So, did you get all my? Yes, I did. I did get all your questions, Becca. It's a lot, and I'm a gentleman, so I'm actually gonna put some of those first before any of mine. So, yeah, that's gonna be nice. Yeah, Brett, I'm definitely gonna try to reach out to Dads Against Predators because, like I said, I'm trying to get everybody on here and hear everybody out. Yep. Yeah, they're awesome. Your boy Drake OVO, get your brother some merch or some. I know you waited 7 years to tell people you have a kid, but at least give your brother some. uh, that's a good question. And that is, I mean, if you guys have been keeping up on Instagram, you already know that I've been trying to get, thank you. I mean, I was reading a comment just now. A person who actually supports this channel, who actually reached out to me through email, and they wrote me their story of how they are a former victim of sexual abuse, and they wanted to tell their story, and I want them to tell the story, and obviously I want them to use my platform to do that. So that's going to be the next interview. It should be tomorrow. A little bit later than what I'm doing the interview today, like maybe like around 6 or 7, just to give them time to, be able to like be up and ready, because it's 2 different time zones altogether. And it's like a 14-hour difference between that person and me. So, just wondering. Question for DDQ and PP Michigan. What's next for you guys if YouTube doesn't work out for you guys? So, Suneen, that's a good question. And the thing that I would say to that is I've always wanted to do a podcast anyways. So there's much more content out there for me to talk about besides, pedal catching and pedal catching channels. I've got a lot to talk about, like from work and, other stuff that I can easily expand on. So for me, I will continue to do podcasts and anything that's related to either this topic or close to it, or something from work or something from my own personal life, so on, so on. I'm also a musician, so podcasting about music is like another option. Beggarling says, "Oh, YouTube will work out for." Let me put that up here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so it's 5:03. I'm gonna give you guys till 5:05. And for the people who's just now getting on, I'm only taking this long because I don't want to have to like repeat myself and all that. What's my favorite hobby? Man, I got so many hobbies, bro. I like writing. I like writing songs, drawing, making beats, making music. I haven't played basketball in a while, like a long time, but I love playing basketball. But yeah, I draw. Emily Rose, You should check out some of my drawing content on the channel, because before I did any of this like streaming and podcasting, my main focus kind of was like my drawings and like coloring and all that, time lapse videos of me drawing. So yeah, Fadwa, yeah, likewise, likewise. But it's 5:04 here, so all right. No, I didn't. I didn't make the intro beat for the premiere from earlier. That's actually something that's on the software. Anyways, guys, it is 5:05 p.m. and I'm going to be as punctual as possible. I said 5:05, so it's 5:05. A quick reminder, once again, please, 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 in the chat area, leave any drama out, leave anyone else from the predator catchers out of the stream. Meaning don't talk about them. We're here to focus on Predator Poachers Michigan. And, I would love to show him the respect and love he deserves. And we aren't able to do that if everybody else is talking about, Alex or Ronnie or CC Unit. Let's keep it focused on Predator Poachers Michigan. And yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say. And also, let's try to keep it PG in the chat area as well. I'm gonna send him the link through the phone because I don't want everybody having this link or whatever. But while I do that, guys, please try to be respectful to one another and all that good stuff. Right. I would drop it on the chat area, but the problem is I don't want everybody to have that link. So that's why I'm gonna kind of like send it to him through here. It's kind of like a little bit more secure, I guess. What up, Alan? All right, Predator Poachers Michigan, I have sent you the link through the Instagram DM. So once you see it, you could either go ahead and type it onto your computer, or if you're gonna do the phone thing, you could use the phone as well. But yeah, you can just easily type it onto the computer the way I sent it to you, and it'll just say pop up. All right, and so while we wait for Michigan to get on here, like I said earlier, I'm a gentleman, and I have some questions from a certain somebody that I'm going to actually ask first before I ask any of my questions. And they're really good, really good questions. I'm kind of jealous a little bit that those questions kind of like came to somebody else's mind, I mean, I try to keep it like basic and simple and straightforward and kind of like, a little bit like less information. But this person, nonetheless, Becca Lynn, had some awesome questions, and I'm going to definitely get those questions out the way first. And of course, then move on to what I have planned out. Hey, Killer Pred, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I tried. All right, so we have, all right. So I'm about to bring Michigan on. Everybody, please show him some love and respect in the chat area. All right. What's going on, brother?
What's up? What's up?
Hello, I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Okay, now that was me. That was my bad on my side. All right, you're absolutely good. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Just chilling today.
That's good. You look a little tired. You all right? You was catching somebody before you came on here?
Nah. Kids keep me up late at night.
Oh, okay. Which that already answers one of my questions, so I'm not even gonna get into that or ask that. But yeah, thank you. Before I say anything or ask any questions or do the introduction, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't mean to sound cheesy or nothing, but I do appreciate the fact that you took the time to make time to be on here today. You know, you got a family, you got kids,
Yeah.
and I know it's
No,
like
thank
a
you for
little.
having me, man. Thank you. I've been
I
waiting
appreciate.
to pop up on your channel.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So everybody in the chat area, show them some love. All right, I'm gonna do a quick introduction to who you are. For those who haven't checked your channel out or your content and all that good stuff, if you want to add anything to it, feel free to do so. You know, I have no problem with you adding anything else you want to add in there. But I have it written down, and I'm terrible with memorizing, so I'm gonna read it out off my phone. All right, so introducing the predator catcher formerly known as Bay City, correct?
Yeah,
All right.
correct.
Now Predator Poacher Michigan, with currently over 10.1 thousand subscribers on the YouTube channel. Predator Poachers Michigan, with only 28 videos posted last time I checked. I could be wrong, but that's something that I'll have you correct later on if you have to. And earliest video displayed goes back as far as 3 months ago, with one of their recent catches being and one because of the Predator's attitude. And of course, that being said, I'm going to allow you to say anything else you want to add on to who you are and what you do for the people who haven't seen you yet.
Yeah, I probably actually have more than 40 videos already, but YouTube takes most of them down, and I just don't get the time to re-edit them or, you know, whatever the case is. So, yeah, I definitely got more than 28.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So I have a few questions that I'm going to ask before I ask my questions, because I already kind of like put my hand out there and said, you know, I'm going to do this for this subscriber that also supports you, supports me, and obviously loves what you do. Yeah. And so I want to get those out first beforehand, and then we'll focus on the other questions. All right. So Becca Lynn with these questions. And once again, I'm really jealous of some of these questions, because once I read them, I was like, man, like, why did I think of that? That's a really good question. But she asks, what part of Michigan are most of your catches in?
Well, they come from all over the place, honestly. It just depends on where I have them meet me at. But that's, for the most part, they've met me in Bay City. Yeah.
So mostly Bay City.
But they come from all over Michigan. I've had someone drive like 4.5 hours away before. So, yeah, they drive.
The thirst is real with these guys. Oh, my goodness. All right. Yeah. Have you lived in Michigan your whole life?
Yeah, for the most part. You know, I moved to Texas for a little bit, and then I lived out in Oregon for a little bit as well. So, but for the most part, yeah, I've been in Michigan.
You all over the place, man. You almost sound like me. I was in Florida, I was in PR, I was in Georgia. I do believe I was a little bit in time in Texas for a bit, but I don't remember any of it. So don't ask me where. But that's good, bro. That's good. Why are you interested in poaching predators other than boredom? She says.
Other than morals.
Other than boredom.
Oh, other than boredom.
She meant that jokingly, of course, but yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I get satisfied seeing the look on their face when they get exposed, and then just bringing the awareness to the community. Rather they like it or not, rather they say, I don't know, that I'm in the wrong. It is what it is, but I just like exposing them and, you know, bringing awareness to the community.
Good. And for the most part, I think that's why most of us are here cheering you guys on and supporting you, because like I said before, I mean, you guys are in the forefront of this whole situation and putting yourself out there and using your own time, but not so much for, you know, money or nothing like that, but for the exposure of the actual issue of that there is all these online predators pretty much, you know, flooding the internet and the apps and the websites. And that's what we respect about you guys. So, I mean, I do appreciate you and what you do. And this channel is a safe haven. You know, if ever you need to reach out and talk to somebody,
Well, I know
just
for a fact, if I was in it for the money right now, like I wouldn't be doing it. And that's for, I can speak for most of the branches and predator cultures. I don't know if people think like we're loaded with money or whatever. YouTube's we're gonna make $1 million off this. Like, no, it's not happening. Not happening. Not anytime soon. Anyways.
Yep. So that goes for anybody out there who keeps thinking and assuming that this is for the money. But we'll get to that another day. We're not going to get into that because that's a whole other topic for another day, and we're here to focus on you. So, she also asks, will you go to Mount Pleasant to do a catch at some point?
Oh yeah. The casino's been a spot that I've been checking out. Not recently since of the COVID and stuff, but that's kind of limited our access to certain places when traveling. So, but the casino I thought would be a pretty nice spot to meet out there in Mount Pleasant.
Nice, very nice. So that's in the works. I think that's something that she asks, kind of like in a hopeful way, like, oh, I hope like soon or whatever. So that's good.
Oh yeah. I get plenty of people out there in Mount Pleasant hitting on my decoys. So there's definitely people out there.
Nice, very nice. All right. So another question she asked was, do you have a team or is it just you?
Well, under the Predator Poacher name, it's just me, but I definitely have a team. I wouldn't be able to do this alone, that's for sure. I got a Facebook group that I follow. It's Michigan Predator Files Expose. One second. Michigan Predator Files Exposed in the Darkness. I can literally put any information I want about anybody and within 20 minutes figure out who it is. So it's a pretty nice group to go follow on Facebook if you guys want to keep up to date with a lot of these things.
If you want to, you can also always put that on the chat area so everybody can like see and go back to it if they need to. That way everybody can like remember. So, all right, let me check this out real quick before I forget. Strick, thank you for the 99-cent donation. I appreciate that. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. All right, so another question from Miss Becca Lynn. Have you had any scary moments?
Yeah, I have. But I think the videos speak for themselves. I've had quite a few actually scary moments that I look back at, like, what the heck was I doing? And I think the most riskiest one was jumping in the old man's car, though, for sure.
I was just watching that the other day because I wanted to brush up on some of your content. I'm like, I know I've seen his content before, but let me just go rewatch some of his stuff. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Now, I have a question. For that catch, did you, I'm assuming, because I don't want to think that people are this dumb, but did you like fully like head on, like shave everything off for that catch or no?
Like
oh
this,
my
man.
goodness, that is crazy.
Yeah. And the funny thing was, man, the decoy that I used was a little white. Well, he was overraised. Let me rephrase that before people start exaggerating. It was a white person, as my decoy. Yeah. So it's still oblivious to me how he didn't realize that. But
that's what I'm saying though, like, because in my mind I'm like, I'm watching it, I'm like, all right, so like I could see if he like shaved his face or whatever.
Yeah, well, before that video, before I started recording, I got blocked from the app I was using, so I lost all the chat messages, right? So I'm like, damn.
Oh man.
Dang, this dude's at McDonald's waiting for me. I'm like, how do I get him to to say I'm 14 or know that I'm 14? So I'm like, all right, let's jump in the car.
I'm sorry, I just have to laugh because like some people are just that thirsty. They just blind. Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But good on you that you caught the guy, so that's good. And it almost went too far, but obviously you were smart enough to be like, oh, hold on.
Man, I let him show his true intent, and then I did what I did. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's good. All right, we have another question, and we're almost done with them. So, uh, are you planning on sticking with the catches or branching out like other channels have?
Um, what am I planning on staying with predator poachers
I believe they meant it in like both ways, like either staying with predator poachers and keep doing
or
your thing,
stay doing
or
catches?
exactly, yep,
Um, Probably both, honestly. If I go and make another channel, that'll be something I'm doing on my I guess spare time other than doing this. But I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing with this channel. But then again, I don't see me getting anywhere on this channel besides exposing people. You know what I mean? So
got you,
I'm not looking for
got you,
anything else on this channel but that.
got you. That's good, man. That's good. A lot of people kind of like tend to gravitate towards like whatever gets like the most views, period, no matter what that is, even if they
Oh yeah.
hate it or don't like it. But it's good to know that you are true to the whole goal and mission with this content that you're putting out there. So that's what's up, man. That's good. Um, and the last question from Becca Lynn, what's your favorite catch thus far?
Mm, my favorite catch would be probably that old man vid where I jumped in the car, and then Jeffrey Bader, the Reverend, because I literally that was my second video I released, and that very next day, uh, the police in Tuscola County actually raided his house. So I got court for that coming up here in the next 2 weeks, to see him, crap his pants and figure out how long he's getting. So yeah, that'll be definitely worth any type of pay I could get for doing this.
That's good, man. And see that's another thing. Like I do really enjoy that about you and Polo and all the other ones that I've interviewed thus far. Like the tone of like the satisfaction that you say you're gonna get, either seeing this person behind bars or getting on
Oh
like
yeah.
the sex offenders list beats everything else. And I wish people would see that and put that first before anything else that happens within the predator catching community. I
Oh
wish they
yeah.
would place the satisfaction of getting the job done or trying to, at the very
I
least,
wish
trying
I
to get
wish
it
more
done.
prosecutors I wish more prosecutors would take the cases more seriously, and I can go to more court cases. I'll have a whole photo book of me smiling at each photo at each court case. You know what I mean? So
That's good, man. That's good. You have a good heart, bro. All right. So that concludes the questions from Becca Lynn. So I hope she's satisfied. Sagtown, appreciate that $5 donation. I appreciate it. Thank you for that good interview comment. Appreciate it. And now we're going to move on to the personal questions. That way, people get to see a little bit in depth about you as a person, you as an individual, as a family man, as a father, and all that good stuff, and see uh, what we can like find out about you. All right. So,
all right.
um, what is your background like? Like your upbringing, the way your parents like pretty much like brought you up. Do you have both of your parents? Do you have siblings? All that good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got a twin brother. A lot of
Oh,
people don't know
interesting.
that. Yeah, yeah. I got a little brother and a little sister. Uh, and my dad was never around when I was younger. I'm not trying to give the same sad story everyone else gives, but he was never around, so it is what it is with that. I honestly, personally, don't take that to heart. It was his loss. Uh, but my mom did a lot of it on her own, so I definitely support what she did and how she raised me. She raised me to treat everybody the way I want them to treat me. So, I like to see myself in everybody I, look at. And if I can place myself in their shoes,
There you go.
it
Hmm.
just, brings me, it humbles me. It humbles me a lot, so.
That's good, bro. That's good. I like hearing that. Like that's the way I am too. Like I really do try to place myself in someone else's position. Put myself in their shoes, like you said, and
Yeah, I hear a story sometimes. I hear a story and it's like, I want to give my opinion, but then again, I want to do a little more research and figure out why this happened, and you know, then I'll give my opinion when I, you know, see both sides.
Good. All right, so we have a question. Are you Latino? They're asking in the chat area. Are you Latino?
Yeah, my dad's white, Caucasian, and my mom's Mexican.
I was gonna say Mexican or Cuban or something, but or even Puerto Rican actually. But that's good to know, man. That's good. So he's mixed, y'all. All right, he's mixed. He's a mud like me.
Minority.
Actually, I'm all natural, but but anyways, all right. So on to the next question, man. All right. So you as a person, like without the upbringing that you had and the way that your mom brought you up, what are your personal beliefs on like life? You know, like do you think that this life is, you know, you live, you die, and that's it, or do you have like any personal views on that?
Like a religion type thing? Where do I see
Right.
myself after I die?
Right.
Honestly, I grew up. My grandma was a Christian, you know, so I went to Sunday school. I went to Wednesday school, you know, church, and I did that all the time when I was younger. Personally, I can't really decide. I feel like, all right, this is how I feel like. If you live your life mean and grumpy your whole life, then when you die, that's where your mindset's gonna be when you die. But if you live it humble and peaceful and you're, you know, you're pretty much happy inside, you're happy with your life, when you die, that's dying, you know, at peace. But if you live life angry, then I feel like you're just choosing that path when you die.
That's a good
That's
way to
what
look at it.
I don't know. I could be crazy though.
No. And I respect that. I respect that. You know, everybody on here knows that I respect everybody's opinion. You know, I might have a different one, but I respect what you just said, and it's a good way to look at life. I'm not going to try to say, oh, you know, this way of thinking or this opinion that I have is better than what you just presented.
Yeah,
I
don't get me
can't.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I still live by the book, man. You can't just go killing people or
Good.
doing stealing and stuff like that. You know, I ain't trying to sound like a hippie. Peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, you have morals and conscience as a human being. What's right and wrong? I feel like. So
That's good, bro. That's good. That's a good way of looking at life. So I respect that. Any personal goals, both long term and short term for you?
yeah, trying to get out the place I'm at now. Honestly, and supposed to move last year, but some things fell off. Fell, you know, through with the loan and stuff. So that sucks. But I'm just trying to get out of here and, you know, give my kids a life. Not so much that I didn't have, because I don't feel bad for how I grew up. It just made me who I am. But I just rather give my kids an easier life than what I had. You know.
That's good, bro. Well, I hope very soon, you know, things look better for you, look a little like brighter for you in that area. I do like seeing people succeed. I like people seeing doing better each time, you know, like kind of like climbing up and reaching bigger and better things. Especially if it has to do with like your family and all that, you know, I really do hope the best for you in that area. All right, so let's answer this question before we continue with mines. How long do you intend on catching threads, and does it get in the way of personal life?
Yeah, but what doesn't get in the way of personal life nowadays? It's just I gotta set priorities. You know, I got my wife making a schedule. You know, what fits, what times to do this, or you know, what times are better to do this. So it's best to have a partner that supports what you do. But as far as how long I'm doing this, man, I just got started. You know, to be honest with you, I just got started catching predators. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Now, if opportunities came up to where it was like, hey, I want you to start doing this or doing that down the road, where it interferes and I can't I can't do this because I'm not a private citizen anymore, you know, then business wise, that's what I'm going to choose to do. But right now, like, yeah, this is what I see myself doing.
That's good, bro. So for now, as far as, you know, catching threads go, you're gonna keep on it, and you're gonna do what you can from your side to just keep it going and catch as many as you can. As they were saying, Pokemon, gotta catch them all. That's good, bro.
Yeah, expose them all.
There you go. That's good. All right. What do you do for fun to relax when you're not going out here cleaning up the streets, catching these predators and making confrontations? Like, what do you do to say, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna like do this because it's fun. It's whatever. It's relaxing. What do you do?
Yeah. Honestly, the only time I really got to chill like that was when it's just me and my girl is when I get rid of the kids. They go to grandma's house. Other than that, I'm watching what they're watching on TV. I'm playing dolls with my daughter, painting her nails, doing everything they're doing. So I mean, that's what I call fun. You know what I mean? As long as they're not arguing, that's peace and quiet to me.
Let me just say this: the fact that you just said that right now speaks volumes of who you are as a person, right? Because I think a lot of people won't even bring that up, but the fact that you just brought that up, how you cherish moments with your children, like
Oh yeah.
that's what's up, bro. Like, I mean, I can't think of a lot of people that will kind of like. The reason why I say that is because, you know, people when I ask that question, and I'm not saying here, I'm saying like in general, they're very self-absorbed and like, oh, I like to do this, I like to do this, but it's very few people that I can actually say that say, oh, cherishing time with my family, my kids, you know,
Oh
just
yeah.
like
Well, that's
cherish every
important to me,
second.
especially with what we do, man. With our line of work. I go and expose somebody. I don't know what the heck they got. You know, anything could happen. So yeah, it definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things doing these videos. So yeah, you just gotta take every moment you got with the people you got, and you know, just make the best of it.
That's good. Now, kind of like connecting to that question, before I keep asking the other ones, you know, does it kind of like fire you up and motivate you? Like every time you wake up and you see your kid, and you're like, you know, I'm going out there to do this to protect not only you, but any and every other kid out there, in every other home. Does it fire you up? Just like kind of like seeing their face and like, I'm gonna protect
Oh
them with
yeah,
all my
yeah,
heart.
yeah. It does, and I think I let it show in some of my videos. I'll express to them, you know, do you got kids, or how would you feel if you was a parent? Like I do take that to heart. But then again, I understand. Like I get comments like, man, I would have beat him up. I would have did this. I would have did that. But you got to understand, I'm recording this. I'm doing like this for YouTube and you guys. I can't act. There can't be two negatives and you know you have a positive outcome. You know, it just doesn't work like that. So
Yep. Very, very true, man. It's got to be someone positive, you know, and keeping the peace and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. So now on to a little bit more tougher questions dealing with the whole predator poachers subject matter. So just bear with me. Uh, oh, someone's asking, how old are you? How old are you, bro?
I'm 28.
28. All right.
Yeah,
So we're not too far apart. You know, I'm 31. So that's what's
couple
up.
years, couple years.
All right. So he's 28. All right. The first question concerning the whole predator poachers movement. When and why did you approach predator poachers for the opportunity of working under their franchise?
Um, it was when I started doing these videos. Well, I started doing these videos, um, and I was doing them by myself for a while. And my brother, my twin, actually hit me up and was like, "Hey, I got Alex to write me back. You know, you should think about writing him and joining predator poachers. You know." And you know, I was thinking, you know, I was doing all right, man. My channel was over 1,000 subs. I was monetized on my page. You know, it wasn't like I had to go out there, but like I said, I wanted to bring the most awareness that I could to my channel. So why not join the most poppin' predator catcher channel on YouTube? You know, I'm lucky that I got my foot in the door. So as a business move, I was like, yeah, let's do this, and that way we can maximize our exposure rate and have more eyes on our stuff, man.
That's good. That's good. Now, an interjecting question to that one. Um, Going into this, were you aware of kind of like the trials and tribulations of like Alex and the way he did his catches back around that time when you first like put your foot in the door, or were you unaware of the way he does his catches?
Uh, no, actually, funny. I first seen Alex's videos when I was watching Cassidy Campbell. So, as far as the seriousness of it, I'm watching this dude get exposed for doing this shit. Excuse my language, but
No, you're good.
This is nasty. You know what I mean? But then you see Alex come charging in, and he brings a little light to this dark situation with the entertainment that he does. It's hard to smile in these videos, but then you hear these jokes that this dude's spewing out his mouth, and it's hard not to not so much smile, but he says what people think. When it comes to okay, so put it this way: you get a lot of messages saying, "If I was there, I would have beat his butt. I would have did this. I would have did that." You wouldn't have did it silent. You would have beat his butt saying all types of stuff. So I think Alex says what a lot of people think. It might not be racially correct sometimes, but I think the point is to I don't know. I feel like they deserve more than just words, man. They deserve some sticks and stones sometimes.
Oh, and this is where I come in and say, while I do agree, at least like up here about that, it's like we all know that if we do cross that line, it's like, well, I'm kind of like stooping down to their level if I do that. If I kind of like do something to them, whether it be physically or whatever, or just like strong verbal abuse, and nothing like Alex has done, like something worse than that. How am I any better than this person that I am, exposed to?
Yeah, well, that's where it comes in at. Like, I don't want to stoop to their level, like you just said. You know what I mean? I don't want to have too negative energies flowing, because that's not gonna have a good outcome. Especially with what we're doing. This dude can feel threatened at any time and do anything, pull a gun out, pull a knife out. So definitely got to come in the situation a little mature, but when you're Alex's size, you can pretty much talk to anybody anyway. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm gonna go talking to anybody reckless, and yeah. I guess when you're Alex's size, you get a little pass sometimes, but.
All right. So before I continue on with the other questions, Becca Lynn with another question here is, are you 420 friendly?
Am I 420 friendly? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to
pass on that one.
Yeah, next question, man. I don't have nothing against it, and I don't want to promote it at the same time. So you know what I mean.
I'm the same way. I don't know what it is to have not even a cigarette in my hand. I don't know what alcohol tastes like. I've never done any kind of drug, period. But I don't hold anything against who does like weed.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. And they gotta understand, we're on YouTube. We're doing our thing. This is our job. You're not gonna see LeBron James going out there talking about what he does on his off time. So.
All right, that's a good way of answering, bro. That's good, bro. All right, so back to the actual questions. What do you think of Alex running Predator Poachers, and how do you feel about Alex as a person?
I think he had a brilliant idea when he started Predator Poachers. And when I was in Texas, trust me, there's a lot of predators out there, so he's in a hot zone for it. But as a person, I respect him, man. He opened the door for me and never disrespected me. As far as yeah, just not. He's always been a nice person. And I'd say anybody that questions his character or how he is, I challenge you to go spend a couple days with him, follow him around, let him do what he does, and you guys judge for yourself. It's hard to judge someone off of a 20-minute clip, or a couple live streams. Yeah, just follow him around for a week. You'll really see who he is. I went to Houston, and he rented out the Airbnb for us, didn't ask for money, drove us around, didn't ask for gas or nothing like that. So, he's a cool dude, man. He's young, but his heart's in the right place.
That's good. Let me just say this. For those of you who don't know, every now and then I'll get like a message from Alex, whether it be about the content or whether it be just about something that he just wants to share with me. And I, at the very beginning, when I came across his content, I made the same mistake that a lot of people do, and it is to judge him from what I see from the videos. But once you actually talk to the guy one-on-one, and you pretty much like get to know him a little better, he's really not as bad as a lot of people make him out to be. But that's my personal opinion from my own personal experience. Everybody has to have their own experience.
I see myself in Alex a lot, man. He's a comedian. Deep down at heart, he wants to make people laugh. He's a true comedian at that. He ain't gonna back down from a joke. And he's not gonna seek anybody's approval before he says that joke, and he says it. Tosh Point oh, Dave Chappelle, all those people. Do they get criticized for whiteface jokes or and I'm not even trying to say those type of artists. There's Carlos Mencia, George Lopez. Everyone does it as a comedian. So and I'm only saying that because I've always wanted to be a comedian. I've always loved making people laugh. And I've never backed down from a joke. So as a joke perspective, people take a lot of stuff to heart, and they should just take it as a joke and leave.
And before we get to this next question that Sagtown Stoner has, I also got to say, once again, I've said this in the past screen, I don't agree with like maybe, dressing up and making it seem into like a joke, or like what he's doing or what, the catch is about.
Oh, yeah.
But
see, my thing is, I don't understand the dressing up part, like, because I can dress up as Spider-Man and catch a parade, and that'll get a lot of views. My thing is, I want to step it up a notch and see what I can do next, further my catch, like jumping into cars, maybe having him bring something with him to show his true intent, and just changing the scene without having to dress up and do all this extra stuff. I want to bring the reality of it. When I jumped into the dude's car and I took that first thumbnail when I first jumped in a car, I was actually geeked. So I was like, people are gonna wonder, how the hell did he get this thumbnail? How did he get this angle? Well, watch the video. I jumped in his car. You know what I mean? So that's the way I like to change the scene. I'm not really too much of a dresser, but I'll definitely do something outside the box. You might see me jump on someone's car one day. But that's just me putting myself out there as far as not having to dress up and do something else like that.
Good, bro. Good. All right. So, Sagtown Stoner ask him about his first catch and if he was nervous.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous. It was my first time doing it, but then again, I guess it helped that he was like 59 years old. You know what I mean? So that helped. I wasn't as nervous. I knew if I had to defend myself, I could have broke some wrists or something. But it turned out all right. My first catch, man, I made grinder, and within the first 40 minutes, I kid you not, I got about 7 people willing to meet up. So within my first 7 days, I scheduled a meetup. The first 7 days, I dropped a video, one video for the first 7 days. I dropped a new video every day. And that was just from the first time I started, from the first 40 minutes to an hour where I started, and I got all the information and did the setups. And that just blew my mind that there were so many people willing to meet up after they knew it was a child. And that's what I knew, like, yeah, there's definitely
Something has to be done about
video
this.
dropping. Yeah.
That's good, bro. That's good. I like hearing people like fired up, like, oh, this is when I knew. It's kind of like a Batman story. This was the moment I knew I had to do something about this.
Yeah.
It was one of those things, like a hero is born now.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on other predator catcher groups? Pop Squad, CC Unit, etc.
Hats off to them. What it all comes down to is it doesn't matter if we don't like their style or we just don't like their group or they don't like us or whatever. It doesn't matter because even I can throw Ramy in there. Even as much as I don't want to even promote his name out there, as much crap as we talk, we all still put our lives on the line. It doesn't matter if we like the person or not. So we got to respect them, everyone in that type of sense. No, you know, Ramy's still out there putting his life on the line. We're all still out there putting our life on the line. So, you know, that's the only thing I can say, you know, where it's like, yeah, you know, just on that level, you got to have that, at least some respect on that level for every other catcher out there that does this.
And that's exactly the way I am. And anybody who's in the chat area can attest to that, you know, and confirm it. Is Predator Coaches Hub, thank you for the $2 donation. Just an American giving relief funds to Puerto Rico. You too much, bro. Now, see, somebody else might have gotten, you know, offended by that, but me, I'm just like, that's funny. Like, I found that to be a little funny. But I am the same exact way. I respect all the different channels and groups because of what they do. Like, I support what they do. Maybe I don't agree 100% on how it's being done or the style that it's being done in, but I respect all the groups on all the channels that are doing this because of what they're trying to do is bring exposure to the whole situation, you know, and it's a serious matter. So that's where you mean kind of like thus far we're there, we're face to face. All right, do you feel you get enough support from your city for what you do?
Nah, honestly, and I hate to say that for everyone who's watching, I just don't. You know, I still post things and ask for help in certain Facebook community groups, and I still get questioned. I still get bashed for what I do. I still get certain threats from certain people that are still trying to expose me and stuff. So, you know, I get a lot of support when I'm in person. When I'm wearing my Predator Culture shirt in person, I'll get support sometimes. Hey, I like what you do. I like your videos. But as far as the news, man, they did a news channel on somebody that gained 22,000 subscribers, local subscribers they called them, flying their drone over the broken dams. This recording people's damages and losses. I see it, and he's getting all this support from people watching his stuff, and it's like, hello, I'm over here exposing like real deal criminals here.
Exactly.
So in that way, it's like, yeah, I don't see that support. Yeah, I really
Let me just. I'll go back to that in a second, but I don't want to think that somebody on here that I'm trying to ignore them. Killer Pred Marius, thank you for the $50 donation. You really didn't have to, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Sagtown Stormer, thank you for the $2 donation. I also appreciate that. You guys are the best. Y'all don't have to do it, but I appreciate that you're doing it. So let me get this straight. So the city that you are protecting, the city that you are going out there day to day and doing this for, you know, tends to give more attention. And I think it's something that happens in every state and city is I don't know what it is. I feel like it's some kind of like a conspiracy or something, or maybe it's like a rabbit hole to something worse. But it's like they place the whole online predator thing at the very bottom of the list of like priorities. And you know, with this much content out there being through YouTube, Facebook, you know, whatever, you know, it's still not getting the exposure that it deserves.
Not. It's sad.
$5 donation. All right, either way, $50 or $5. I appreciate it. Anyways, that's kind of sad to know because I know you guys do it, especially you. Now that I'm talking to you face to face, I know you're doing it from the heart, and it really sucks to kind of like know that you're going out there putting yourself on the line, and you know, I don't want to say it's for nothing because it's obviously for something, but the state and city and law enforcement and the laws make it seem like it's for nothing because if it's not done, then it's not that important. that's the way I feel like they try to like portray it. Like if it's not the cops doing it, if it's not the news showing it, if it's not, you know, the laws exposing it, then it's not that important. And like that's really like
Yeah,
messed up
yeah.
because you're not really getting paid for doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like
You're not, and it sucks because the actual the police actually can't do this. They'd actually be entrapping people. As a private citizen, you have no ties to law enforcement. You technically can't entrap anybody. You're not law enforcement. And I've said that to cops many a times, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that." So it's like,
mhm,
as a citizen, you got a green pass to do this. It's just like,
exactly.
are you willing to put your life on the line and expose these people?
Exactly. I've said that myself in the past few interviews. I'm like, this is the beauty of not being law enforcement. The whole like this is not entrapment because I'm just a regular ass dude. I'm just out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
seen you what you're doing, and because I'm not a law enforcement, and because I don't have to abide by that rule like entrapment or whatever, then I have that green light to if I see wrong, then I'm gonna do something about it
Oh
legally,
yeah.
of course, and to the T and by the book. But either way, it's a green light regardless, and I'll take that. I'll take that green light any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
Sunshine, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Sunshine. All right. So, what and who motivated or inspired you to attempt this line of work of activism, if you will? Because a lot of people see predator catching as a form of activism and going out there and kind of like protecting the community and the neighborhoods and all that. What inspired you to do this? Outside of what you mentioned earlier, of course.
What inspired me to do this?
Hmm.
Well, I have two daughters myself. All right, I have two daughters. I have a little sister, um, and yeah, man, it's just if I can stop anybody, even predators that prey on little boys. I got a son that's 7 years old, man, so I can literally place my kids in any type of situation, and it's like, man, I feel for it. Uh, just man, just knowing that. All right, so one day my fiance, my wife, she downloaded a app about local sex offenders in our area, and man, it was like 1,700 or something like that on the list around our area alone, and that scared me because I was like, man, there's just all these people walking around, and you can kind of tell who's not mentally there when you look at somebody. I'm not trying to judge anybody, but you could kind of, as a normal functioning person, you can tell who's there and who's not. And you can tell, yeah, man, this area isn't safe. And I'm guessing a lot of areas are like that. So I just, yeah, I wanted to do a little test and see, what I can do. And yeah, it just turned out that there was a lot more than I anticipated when I first started. So it was like, I can't stop now. I have to keep going, you know?
That's good, bro. That's good. So basically, like once again, like now that you have your eyes like uncovered and you see what like the danger that's out there and how much of it is out there and how close it is to you and your family and your kids, you're like, I gotta put my cape on. I gotta do something about this, And
Mm-hmm.
once again, a hero was born. All right. So, how certain are you that what you're doing out here is right? Because there's a lot of people, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook or even just out in person, that if you tell them what you do on your free time, of course, they'll be like, "Oh, let the cops handle that. That's not your business. Let the authorities handle that." Like, what do you got to say
Yeah,
to those
yeah, yeah.
people?
Man, I feel for you, man. My grandparents was telling me the same thing. I got my mom telling me the same thing. Um, they just their concern is more for my safety than anything. But what I would say to that is, um, I don't know. I gotta set all that stuff aside, man. I gotta I can't think of my safety and then think of the kid's safety at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I got to set all that aside and just know, like a cop knows or a vet knows when he goes to war. That's a possibility that you signed up for, and
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said it, because that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, most, if not all of you guys who's out there doing this, understand the consequences and the possibilities of, what might happen to you if something goes haywire, and that you're held liable and responsible for your own
Yeah,
actions.
I
And
hear it all the time. I hear it all the time from cops when they show up on the scene. Like, they have to let me know, what you're doing isn't dangerous. Um, you know the risks, and my thing is, all right. So my last catch that I did that the cops came to, I haven't posted it yet. I'm editing it, but in the video clip, I asked him, "Do you feel like hurting yourself?" And he goes, "A little bit." But that was something I had to bring up to the cops
mhm,
because I don't want him to hurt himself. One, because
exactly.
that's a human being. He's going through it. What he gets in his life and his destiny is, totally up to his decision, his choices in work, in life. Me personally, if he says he's gonna hurt himself, I think he's bullshitting. But as someone that does this seriously and professionally, I have to let the authorities know in case he actually does want to hurt himself, because um, he can go to jail and stuff. He don't have to end his life over this.
Exactly. And this is where I have to say, for those people who say, oh, they don't inform themselves before they do the catches, and they don't study the laws and make sure they're doing anything by the book before they do these catches. I'm like, nah, man. Like, I mean, I am someone who really hates to read, and there's a lot of laws to read, and there's a lot of things to
I
kind of
mean,
like get informed on. But I can testify 100% that most, if not all of you guys, before doing anything, you ask questions, you inform yourself, like, what can I do? What can I not do? What's legal to do? What's
yeah,
illegal to
you don't have to look
do?
up every single law. Just look up the laws that pertain to what you're doing, and yeah, make it a little easier on yourself. Uh, but yeah, there's a few laws that I feel are messed up in America. And if I could start a petition, I would.
Yeah, man. I hear you. And I'm the same way. There's a bunch of laws that need some change, but we're working on it little by
For
little.
sure.
So now for another question. What is the age of consent in Michigan?
It's 16, and that's
16.
still with the parents' handwritten consent.
Wow, 16. That's
Yeah, it's pretty young.
wow.
Pretty young,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I cannot believe this, man. I mean, I'm glad I asked you and didn't look it up myself, because I wanted to be surprised, and I am. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Like, how can you place it that low? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
That's what baffles me. You have the age of consent at 16 for sex,
Mm-hmm.
but then
Go
you
on.
can't drink or you can't smoke until you're 21. Like that doesn't make no sense. Okay, well then I consent myself at 16 that I'm able to smoke and drink. Sex is just as worse, or could get just as violent as drinking or smoking. So I don't understand that at all.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I have no words for that, because different states have different laws that deal with that, and even different countries have, that the age of consent is like 12 or something like that. I can't say off the top of my head which country that is, but I know I've seen it and heard of it before. I'm like, what, 12, 14 years old? Like, what?
Yeah. The age of consent is 16, but one of the laws I do like in Michigan that they don't have in Texas, I found that out when I went down there, was in Michigan, if you meet up to who you believe is a minor online and you perceive that they're a minor, meeting up with them just alone, it doesn't have to be sexual, it could be hanging out or whatever, just meeting up alone is a felony. So I love that law is here in Michigan, and I wish it was ever. If I could change any law in the U.S., it'd be that any adult meeting a minor online, it doesn't matter the intent, should be against the law, dude. Should be against the law.
Right. So that kind of answers like my other question I was going to ask, so I'm not going to ask it. But it did have to do with like, are there any like laws that you're attempting to help change and improve while doing all these catches? But you pretty much
Yeah,
answer that in
I
a
mean,
way.
I don't have, like I said, this, I don't have, I have my support system, which is my circle of people that know what I do and have been, you know, either family or friends of mine for the longest. So that's my support group. As far as the city reaching out to me, giving me connects and saying, hey, this will maybe make it a little easier for you next time. If you ever need some information from this, yeah, my city hasn't reached out to me like that, and that's, yeah, it's disappointing.
Disappointing is an understatement, but yeah. All right. So a serious question: do you personally know, whether it be a family member, a close friend of yours, a childhood friend, high school friend, someone that has been a victim of a predator abuse or sexual abuse?
Oh yeah, yeah, I do. Don't really want to speak too much on it, but yeah, it's something that hits me close to home, and yeah, I definitely thrive off that when I do some of these sketches. Um, and yeah, it sucks when anybody that has to go through that or hear about a family member that has to go through that. It sucks because you know that's the last thing in the world you wanna hear. Um, but yeah, yeah, definitely hits home pretty
I'm sorry
close.
to hear that. Yep. But that's why you're out there doing what you do in a way. And that should fuel your fire to keep doing what you do. So, um, has law enforcement been cooperative with your operations? Like when you go out there and do these catches, and whether it be beforehand or during the catch or afterwards, does law enforcement make it difficult on you, or do they help out?
Tuscola County rocks, man. I wish everyone was like them. They, like I said, they jumped on it the moment they seen that video. Took them a few hours to get ready. They had a whole SWAT team busting on his door. Uh, so I wish they were more like that. As far as support from the law enforcement, they all right. This is how it goes. I send them information. They ask for information. I send it to them, and that's about it. That's about it. I don't know if they're working on cases yet out here in Bay County or Saginaw. I don't know what they're doing with them, but I give them the information. I'm stuck waiting. You know, like that old man Pred video talking
Right.
to Midland. I probably spammed that video to the police station, you know, 20 times. Still
Wow.
haven't heard anything from it, dude. And he's literally a sex offender. Like, what? How worse do you want it to get? Literally doing the same thing that he just went to jail for. And it's like I haven't heard anything. So I've lost all hope when it comes to certain counties. Not Bay County yet. Not them yet, because I'm still working with them and I got a court date coming up. So if the prosecutor's listening, then you know you rock. You rock.
All right. All right. That's good, man. That's good. All right. So, what would actually help in getting actual convictions from your personal experience being out there on the field? What do you think would be a factor in helping you and any other of the catchers, channels, and what's the word I'm looking for? Operations function to a point to where, all right, we got this. So now there's like no excuse for the law to say no. We got to wait on it. We got to do the paper. What do you think would help to kind of like speed up these convictions and stuff?
Man, it would help if one of the prosecutors or somebody would reach out to me and be like, hey, whatever information you have, whenever you do these catches, hit me up either before the meet or while you're gathering this information, or even shoot me all this information after all catches. And I guarantee you I can push this. I need someone proactive that's against pedophilia, that's really, I don't know. I need somebody that gets off when I give them information and they're like, "Yeah, let's do this." I'm all about busting these people, on the government side. But yeah, I can keep dreaming, I guess.
It's sad, bro. Like it's really. I'm hearing you say it, and I'm like, what is it gonna take? Like, wait.
What is it gonna take? You know, we start these videos from the start to the end, from chat logs to the meetup. It's like we have everything on camera. We have everything you need. Like, what is the issue here? Is it just the fact that you guys haven't got it? that you guys are just throwing it under. You guys aren't taking it as serious because it isn't coming from you guys. But
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know what it's gonna take. Maybe 100 more videos, but I'll give it to them if that's what they want.
Whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. Good. Good on you, bro. All right. So let's see if I can skip some of these. Because I don't want to keep you on here forever, unless you don't mind me asking all these questions over here.
Nah, shoot for it.
All right, here's a good one. Have you noticed if predators are more on the lookout because of how many videos are out there? Kind of like a lot of people say, kind of like chill out with the videos because the more you put out, the more likely a predator is going to come across it and study and analyze these videos and get smarter along the way.
It definitely slows the process. And they definitely are aware. I get people that hit me up, oh, you're that predator poacher dude, you're this and that, go F off, you're trying to ruin my life. And it's like, I don't respond to those people that do call me out. But definitely, yeah, they definitely are. That's why I'm so ashamed of it. Everyone's so aware of this, but nobody wants to support. No one wants to reach out, other than my friends. Like, I ain't trying to throw my friends under the bus. If I get a video shared, they'll share it and it'll get 200 shares. You know what I mean? So I got that support system. I just need more of the city to reach out and vocally express that they're willing to help. Because right now it feels like I'm by myself. That's why you see me in my videos by myself. So.
True that. All right. Have you ever confronted a predator or pedo that changed your life? Kind of like caused this moment of epiphany of like.
Yeah. I'm going through it right now, man. This I'm not gonna say his last name, but Rob. I confronted Rob. I went to his work and then I went to his parents' house. Uploaded the video, got crap for it, so I took it down after a couple days. Well, like a month and a half later, the parents come up and then we have an altercation. They're filming me outside my house with my kids, and I, as me going out there, doing this, these type of videos, yeah, I definitely don't want nobody knowing where I live or where or who I was at the time. This is before I said I'm Mark Hernandez. You know what I mean? This is when I was going with John Smith. People giving off my address, telling my real name, from my girl's name to my kid's name. It's like, what are you gaining from this? I just don't understand.
Right.
But yeah, definitely something that hits me when I think about it, because it's just like it was more of a complication doing this because I have court now. I got a TPO order on me for it. Now it's like when I go to court, I gotta fight this case now, and just a whole bunch of stuff, man. So I'm out on bond. So yeah, that definitely takes a toll on what I'm doing now.
Well, at least that kind of gave you or helped give you some insight, and kind of like take your time with everything and like really think about how you're gonna go about things like moving forward, I guess, if anything.
Oh yeah. When I talk to the judge and I honestly say, I learned from my mistakes in this situation. I can honestly say that, because you won't see me smashing nobody's phone anymore, or acting like that. Because honestly, I went live when I did the situation, so it wasn't like I was gonna lie about, oh, I didn't break your phone or whatever, this and that. So I went live before I did it. So, like, yeah, I definitely learned a lot from that situation, though.
That's good, bro. And that's all this is for. Is just good, like learning, improving on how you're doing your operations and all that. So that's good, bro. Which is the fairest type of help or punishment these predators should get, in your opinion? I'm sorry. Did it cut off?
My bad. What'd you say?
Oh, I was asking, in your opinion, what's like the fairest like type of punishment or help that these predators can receive or should get?
I don't think they could get help, because they're thinking these nasty thoughts, and it's obviously private in their head. I don't think anybody can honestly change somebody's mind when they think of this messed up situation like going for underage kids. Mentally, I think they're not there altogether. So help, I don't feel like they can get help in that type of sense. But I feel like they should go to jail. They should go to jail. They should sit in jail. Because look, let me use this. I keep bringing up this old man video.
Right.
Sex offender, 12 years out of 15 years. He got out on good behavior.
Right.
And then I catch him in these videos doing the same thing, a sex offender. And then he has the gall to admit to the decoy what he went to jail for. Like, that's, I don't understand. That whole video is bizarre to me. That whole video, I still look back and like, it's like a dream to me. I'm like, I really did that? I really went through that. It's crazy, man.
I watched it earlier, and I was like,
I don't even think jail even does anything to these fools. He
unless
literally
it's for like
going back to jail for a long time. You think he can survive another 12 years in prison? No, I don't think so.
Exactly.
So I mean, he obviously don't care. So, you know, and I ain't all for, you know, killing people and stuff, but it is what it is, you know.
Yep.
Next
yeah, a lot of
question.
people say, "Oh, give him the death chair, give him the lethal injection."
You know, death chair, whatever. You know, it is what it is. Throw him in jail for the rest of his life if
There you go.
if that's the case. Don't put his life on your shoulders. You know,
Exactly.
Don't be a murderer because of him. You know what I'm saying? Let him rot in jail.
Exactly. And at the same time, you know, I know most people won't agree with me, but at the same time, while they're sitting in jail for life, if it is for life without any chance of getting out, then at least they have the time to kind of like, you know, analyze themselves and kind of like think, and you know, they hopefully before they die turn a new leaf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, try to repent and yeah, try to live out the rest of their life better than they were. You know, that's the only thing they can do.
Yeah, so I agree with that right here, right there, 100%, man. Now on to the last couple of questions. And this is concerning the parents and kids. And you know, I ask this a lot because each one of you guys have a different view on it, a different take on it, and a different opinion. And I like to compare. You know, should parents be held responsible for the kids' actions for lack of monitoring their online or mobile device activities? Should there be an accountability strategy agreement put in place between the parents and the children? You know, some kind of like thing to say, just so you know, Kyle or John Doe, whatever you do on your phone or tablet, I'm watching on this side. So you think?
Yeah. I mean, as a parent myself, I can tell you what I'm gonna do, and that's monitor my kids. You know, if my son gets a cell phone or a tablet, you know, he's playing on that. He's playing his games at night. There's gonna be a certain time, 7 o'clock, you know, 8 o'clock. That tablet, that phone is going in my room by my bed, plugged in on the charger, where I'm gonna go through it at night. You know, where they can't see me going through their stuff. But I feel like that would be the perfect thing to do. Monitor your kids, take their things to where it's like, you know, at night. You know, who are they? You know, they ain't no ninja. You know, they ain't PewDiePie. Take their stuff and go through it at night. You know, let them live their life. Let them be a kid. They don't need that phone with them 24/7, sleeping with them in their bed, man. Keep tabs on your kids. They might say they hate you or they might yell at you, but it's for their safety. It really is. And they say freaks come out at night. Like, don't let your kids have phones at night, dude. Please.
Very, very well said. I like the way you think, man. Sagtown Stormer has a interdicting question. Who would Michigan most want to collab with?
What, as a predator catcher, probably?
Yep, that is correct.
Well, I've already did catches with Alex. So he was cool, and I'm looking forward to doing more catches with him. I mean, within the branches, I see myself doing catches within the branches. So I'm gonna leave them alone. CC Unit reached out to me. I think it'd be so cool to go out to San Diego, make a little trip out of it. New York Spotlight catchers, creek catchers. I've talked to him a couple times on DMs. Whenever I'm in New York, he's gonna be one of the first people I hit up in New York. So I mean, getting to know the other branches and reaching out. I've reached out to Dads Against Predators on Facebook. I'm sure if I
Mhm.
reached out to them and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Florida. I'm gonna be in Ohio," they'd be more than willing to, "Hey, let's collab and do this." But that's what's awesome about these catcher communities is if I reach out to somebody, most likely they'll reach back to me because I got that predator poacher name in front of me.
Yeah.
So just use it to my advantage and let's work together. I love to feed. When I went to Houston, I love to feed off what other people were doing. I like to watch them and how they interacted and how they talked. I even liked the way they named their decoys. Because it was like he doesn't even look like a Haley or a Sarah. I was like, what the, and it's like, okay, yeah, I need to switch it up. I need to switch it up. But I love feeding and learning off of the other catchers. I might not talk about the other videos, but I watch them all. I watch all the videos. You know, I support them. We'll hit that like button and stuff. But yeah,
That's good, bro. That's good. Hopefully, at some point, not anytime soon, but at some point next year, if I do any catches myself, hopefully at some point we can cross paths and like do something together. That'd be great, and I think the
oh
people
yeah, oh
actually
yeah.
enjoy that. So keep an eye out
I
for
mean,
that,
it seems
guys.
like we got the same type of energy for
Energy.
each other. We seem like we could kick it off camera and it still be the same. So
Exactly. Exactly. We're like pretty like chill and laid back, so that's why like it's like the same type of energy. So
oh yeah.
let's see. All right. So I think I'm gonna leave this comment up here because it has to do with my next question. All right. Um, should dating apps or websites be more secure altogether when allowing someone to create an account with them? Meaning, there's no way that a minor can create an account with blankety blank app or website unless or because it needs to be someone with I don't want to say credit card because a child could like look up
A
their
credit
parents'
card or
credit
an
card.
ID or social or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that falls under monitoring your kids' profiles. I mean, honestly, I don't see how more secure these websites can get. Because do you really want to put your ID out there to a website? Do you really want to put your social to a website? Do you want to give Facebook your social security number? You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. You have a better chance going to the bar and meeting someone local. Uh, so as far as making it more secure, you know, I don't know how they could do that, and unless they ask for ID, social, or
that
something of that form. But then that comes down to, do you really want to do that? Do you really
yeah,
want to give Facebook your information like that?
right.
I think it'd be best if you monitor your kids' phones, man. Take them at night, look through them, put parental locks on it or whatever you feel is right. And don't let them talk down on you if you're doing it, man. You're a parent. They're gonna hate you for whatever you do. You can get them chocolate ice cream instead of strawberry, and they're gonna hate you for about a good 40 minutes. So don't take whatever your kids say to you to heart. Just take their phones and look through it, man.
Exactly. That's the best any parent can do. And let me say this: my parents were always extra vigilant with me because they were aware of these, dangers out there that lurked around, especially my grandparents. So they
Yeah,
would
well, that's
always,
just it. That's just it. My mom, more leniency. I could play video games all night. I could be on my phone all night. I lived with my grandparents for a certain amount of time. And at 13, 14, 15 years old, yeah, they was making me put my phone on the counter at night. And I don't know if they was going through it, but they made it a point to where it's like, hey, get that phone out of your hand. You're not going to be on the computer when we go to sleep. And that's just the way it was. And I wasn't trying to argue with my grandparents. So, it's just the way it was.
that's good, man. That's how it should always be. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with like, building that trust between the kids and the parents. That's how it should be. Like, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, say you take the phone for a good couple of weeks and you're looking through it, you're like, yeah, they're honestly on here playing Roblox. Like, they're really not
Hmm.
doing nothing. Actually, my kids are lame as hell. They're not talking to anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. In your experience, what app are the predators or pedos most? If you want to,
Grinder.
you can share that. Oh, Grinder. Okay.
Grinder. Yeah, I'll just put it out there, man. Grinder is one of the sickest apps out there. I can go on there any time of day and get somebody within 5 minutes. And that's just me saying that. Now, is it possible to do that every time? No, because you get blocked and you get this and that. But I guarantee you, I've actually came across.
That's crazy, man. But it makes sense though, because I mean,
The Bible says you're not supposed to do that, So I mean, that's just where I stand on that. I have
same.
family.
I can see you and me would get along just fine in person.
Oh yeah.
All right. So as far as the channel goes, I think you already answered this earlier, so I'm going to try to find a way to summarize some of these questions. But pretty much in general, like at the end of the day, what do you plan to do with the channel? Like besides keep doing catches, of course, because you already said you're going to keep doing catches
Oh yeah,
no
I'm gonna
matter
keep
what.
doing catches. I'm gonna do that, but I'm actually thinking about doing a vlog type channel. But I want to keep that separate from predator poachers. I don't want them to do with anything because I want to be able to show my wife. I want to be able to show my kids having fun and doing things that a family does and having a nice vlog channel. But like I said, this predator poacher channel. If people are saying I'm doing this for clout, doing this for that and that, dude, predator poacher channel is literally only gonna go so far as the community that watches these videos. I'm not gonna get millions. Let's be real. I'm not gonna get 1 million subscribers doing this. And what kind of clout am I gonna be searching for doing these type of videos? I'm not understanding that. So like for people saying I'm doing this for money, literally this channel is, when it comes to money, this channel is dead. It's monetized, and I'm not making any money with this. The money that I do make, honestly, I've invested more money than I've made on YouTube since I've started YouTube. So I'm still in the hole with this. I'm not making any money with it. But as far as another channel, I want to start a gaming channel because I love to game on my off time, chilling. Before I had kids, I used to game all the time. That and then the vlog channel I want to work on. Everyone don't want to see my ugly face all the time. You know what I'm saying? They want to see my wife's face. They got questions about my kids running around and stuff like that. I want to have a channel that's not connected with this type of community. But yeah, that's what I'm working on the sidelines doing as well. So
That's good, bro. That's good. See, I like hearing that, because y'all need some kind of like outlet to kind of like, because I know all this catching stuff creates a lot of stress and, just kind of like messes with your mental health. And y'all, every single one of you that do these catches needs that outlet to kind of like unwind and, okay, I'm going to focus on like this gaming video, just relax and have fun for a few, just to remember what it is to have fun. And,
oh yeah, and you're about to have a kid, man. You're definitely not gonna forget, or you'll have a reminder every day what fun is. But I got a 7-year-old son. He watches gaming channels all day long. He always asks, "Can I make a video for YouTube? Can I do this, do that?" He has a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it or nothing, but he has a YouTube channel where he makes his own videos, man. He does his own thing. But that's what he does. He came to me and asked me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And help him do these videos and record certain skits or whatever. And he's asked me to do it. So I'm like, yeah, buddy, I'll help you out. Do whatever you want.
awesome.
Because I didn't have that option when I was little. But yeah, definitely. And he doesn't know what I do as far as catching predators.
Wow.
The only thing he knows I do is I catch bad guys. That's the only thing I told him I do. He's oblivious to what they've done. He's oblivious to anything I do on that channel. He just knows I catch bad guys. That's all he knows.
Good. That's good, man. Yeah, I mean, if at some point they'll figure it out and they'll find out later on in life, like whether it be they came across a video or they came across like someone like saying hi to you, like, hey, that was a good catch the other day when you caught that one guy.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay.
Oh yeah. He's gonna learn. He's 7 years old. I give him another 4 or 5 years. He's gonna be asking me questions like, what are you really doing?
Exactly.
But,
like,
yeah.
are you Spider-Man, Dad? Are you Batman or something? Like,
pretty much, yeah.
Or this one guy from Seattle, Phoenix Jones. I'll never forget the guy because he was like a real life vigilante from Seattle.
Yeah, I was walking around in those superhero costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, man. That was funny.
All right, so we're almost done, bro. We're almost done. Now, for anybody who's out there who hasn't followed you yet on social media, where can they find you on social media? Like Facebook, obviously YouTube. Where else?
Yeah. You can find me on IG a lot more so Facebook though. Look up Predator Poachers Michigan on Facebook. And I have a group on there that I started. Probably only has 100 followers, which is messed up, man. When I first started this, I had Predator Poachers Bay City. And like I said, when I say my city didn't support me, they did. I had over 3,000 friends on there, followers on there. And then just got so many reports on it that it got banned. So then I had to start over. After that, I just felt like I lost all the support from my city because I just never got that same energy back from them after that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but IG, hit me up on IG. I'm gonna be doing more giveaways and stuff like that. And to whoever's watching that one stuff, I really have been busy last week, so I am getting to your merch. Actually, so y'all know I'm not lying, y'all. I got your merch right here still. Like I'm working on it, y'all. It's just like it's in the corner of my eye, y'all. I haven't
Now,
forgotten
now
about
that
it.
now that you say that, to all the three giveaway winners from the other day, from the when I reached the one. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry, guys. When we, as a family, reached the 1,000 subscriber mark, I did a giveaway and I got three winners, and I'm working on it. So just give me some time because they are drawings and they're obviously I'm gonna do the best I can with them, and I need to take my time with them. But I haven't forgotten. You're gonna get it as soon as possible. As soon as I'm done with them, we'll get them in the mail, and just a reminder on that. So that's good that you brought that
Yeah,
up.
I got y'all too. Don't worry, Brett. I know you need it before you go back to school, man. I got you.
And by the way, I'm gonna DM you later, but about the whole T-shirt situation, which is a secret between you and me. But
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna send you what I can, hopefully tonight, before tonight ends, and just something very simple and basic, just to kind of like get the ball
Yeah,
going.
we'll start out simple, basic, and then when you get it, just let me know how it turned out. Yeah, I got you.
Exactly. Appreciate that, man. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
so
Like I said, man, I love to support other people, man. I love your channel, bro. I love what you're doing. And I'm a big supporter, bro. So
I
I love to
appreciate
watch
that.
I love to watch the homies eat and succeed in life. You know what I mean? So
Same. I'm the same exact way, so that's good to hear. Real quick before you go, for anybody out there who is criticizing not only what you do, but what any and every other of these predator catcher channels do, critiquing you negatively, like, oh, they should stop what they're doing. They should put a halt to it altogether and let the police handle it. And people who kind of like just what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like try to bring you down and bring what you guys down do and try to put dirt on it. Oh, they're only in it for the money. They're only in it for the views. They're only in it for the cloud. What's like the one thing you would tell all those people right here, right now?
honestly, for all the hate, for them telling me, you shouldn't do this, you should let the police do it. Like, what is it affecting you? How is it affecting you that I'm out here doing this, putting these, my life on the line? If you don't like it, don't watch, don't support me then. You don't have to take the time and I already had so much negativity in my life from doing these videos as far as, I had to put my phone down for a couple of days because I don't want to just keep all this negative stuff on my phone, talking to these weirdos and all this. I already have enough negativity. I don't need nobody bashing me for what I do or thinking what we're doing is wrong or we're setting people up. Look, I don't go online and just look at somebody and say, oh, he looks like a predator. Everybody that I've caught reached out to me first. I've never reached out to nobody first. I've never used a underage decoy for anybody trying to bring that up. Uh, Nothing like that. And it's just, it baffles me how many people just love the negativity or how many people love to troll. Um, and for the people that dox my address and my name, I'm a straight up guy, dude. I have nothing to hide. If you want my address or whatever, hit me up on IG, I guess. Uh, but like Like, what are you guys? I want to know what you guys are gaining from that.
Right.
Besides hoping that somebody acts on that and uses that information to do harm to us. I know you're not giving my address out so people drop off gift baskets and donos in my mailbox. That's not why you guys are doing it. So I just
Oh,
don't
if only.
understand. I don't understand why people have the nerve to. I mean, they went as far as sharing my kids' pictures on my Facebook. They went to my
Wow.
Facebook, sharing my kids' pages, and doing all that. Like, that's why I'm trying to save these kids. I'm trying to spread awareness in my community because I seen this messed up situation in my city and nobody was doing it. So don't bite the hand that's trying to help the community. I'm trying to be a
Exactly.
positive role model for the community. I'm trying to have people reach out to me like they would reach out to say Dog the Bounty Hunter. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
as a positive role model for your city. You guys already pushed me enough to change my name to Michigan. You know what I mean? Why
Wow.
mess it up enough to where you guys are gonna drive me out of the city to where it's like I don't even want to live here no more. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
that's
getting so
crazy.
many local threats. Why would I want to live in this city when it's like nothing but pedos and hate? No, it's not full of pedos. Let me take that back. There's some nice people in my city. There really is. There's some support in my city, and I don't want anyone thinking like, hey, I support you. I hit you up and you never wrote me back. I see all the support. Just like I see all the negative comments, I scroll through it. I see it. I take it to heart. I'm a sensitive person. My wife
Same
has
here,
to
bro.
tell me, hey, don't let it get to you, babe. They
Right.
don't know you. It's just some random person writing it. But it's just like, yeah, but why? Why even say that? Why? Like,
Dude,
what's
I'm
wrong
the
with
same exact way, man. Like I'm hearing you talk, and I'm like, that's the same exact thing I was just saying on a personal stream I had about 2 days ago. I was like, just why though? Like I don't mind like brushing it off afterwards and like calming down and like whatever. But why though? Why?
Yeah,
What do you
why?
get
Yeah.
out of it? Like,
That's just something we'll never probably get the answers to, but it is
probably
what
not.
it is. And that's just something that comes with this. I see that as a lot of them see me doing this and they probably want to do it, but they're probably either don't know how to go about doing it or they want to do it and they want to be better than me. You know, all right, when I started, I reached out to so it's Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, Flint. They're all, tri-city type, close together. So I reached out to a group out in Saginaw that did this when I first started before I was with Predator Poachers. Not to even link up with them or nothing, just to be like, hey, I know you've seen my videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this over here. Is there any, and we built a communication level where it's like, I had any questions, I could hit him up because he's been doing this for a minute. You know what I mean? So why not do that? Why not hit me up and say, hey, I got this person on the line. I'm about to do this video. You're the one that's doing it in this city. Why not, hit me up and ask, questions instead of going straight for the throat and I'm better than you. I'm gonna do it way better than you. And because at that point, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it for
Exactly.
clout or the money? You know what I mean? Why try to be better than somebody else when ultimately it's the same? You're gonna get the same, result. So why say you're gonna do it better than somebody else? Uh, yeah, I just don't get that.
I'll never forget it. I mean, I'll never understand that either, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, you just focus on what you're doing and just try to ignore the negative comments and all that, bro. Just do what you do.
Oh yeah.
That's all I can say about that. All right. So I got one more within that line of thought. For all the supporters now, for all the people who root you on a daily basis and say, "Yo, that's my boy. He's out there, like for the people, for the kids, for the community, for the neighborhood. He's helping out, doing what others like want to do, maybe, but they don't have the guts to do. He's out there doing the thing. Like, I appreciate you. What do you got to say to those people?
Man, I love the support, and that hits harder than the negative comments. Like, I'll pay attention to the negative comments, but I'll see a positive comment before I see a negative comment, and I take that positivity and I stroll with it, man. When they show me love and say, man, that catch that you did where you jumped in that old man's car, man, you're a legend for that. You did that. You just upped the bar. You did this and that. Yo, I feed off of that, man. I love that positivity, and I love the support that people give me. Um, and I feed off of it. So I want to thank everybody that supports me. Now, that brings in the dono situation. I want to make it clear. Not I want to make it clear on my channels, from now on, and you could say previously, because I haven't really been doing it lately. You're not gonna hear me asking for donos, okay, on this channel. Now, if I'm on my game channel, if I'm on my vlog channel, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do what I do on those channels. But this channel, like I said, is dead as far as making money off of it. Like, and I'm not saying that because that's not anything Alex wants to hear. He wants us to thrive. He wants us to make money on this, because it's it's business, and I'm making some money off of it, but I'm not making money. I don't even, like, let's just say I'm not guys that to do. Share my video, subscribe, hit the like button. That's all you guys got to do. I'd rather be on here and have y'all getting tired of me doing giveaways than asking for donuts. I'd rather do giveaways. Whether it's hey, I seen this dope ass PlayStation Cup mug that I feel a fan would, like, and I give it away or something like that. That's what I would like to do as far as on this channel, and that's giving back. I'm already helping the community. Why not use this channel to give back as well? I don't want to take y'all money. Y'all are already stressing just like I am. Probably. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. But that's just what it is. Now, if I'm on my gaming channel, yeah, I'm trying to hit 1 million subs, y'all. But
Nice.
as far as this, I'm trying to keep it. I want it to be a serious channel as far as exposing people, and yeah, this ain't a money grab thing type situation here on this channel. For me, actually, I could talk for me. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to make some money, I would have went to college and did that field.
Let me just say this. Once again, I'm gonna check if we're related, man. I'm gonna check like our DNA test and do some blood samples or whatever, because I literally just did a similar stream, like pretty much like letting people know, now that I'm monetized or whatever, and I'm doing these streams, I did a whole stream pretty much saying, hey, there's a few rules before you even entertain the thought of donating to a stream, like a super chat or whatever. Make sure your finances are in order first. Make sure your kids are eating. Make sure your bills are paid. Make sure there's food in the fridge. Make sure you got, the space. And
make
then
sure your wife knows you're donating.
There you go. That's a big one right there. That's a big one. Let me tell you, I'm not married yet, man. But my girl, like, if ever I've donated something, she's like, oh, you donated? Why you donating? Like, make sure it's this is first,
Oh yeah.
Because once again, like, I'm not, I want to make this into a career, but I don't want to feel like I'm taking, like something from you when let's say you only have like $5 left and you haven't like bought your kids something to eat and you're watching my stream and you give me those $5, I cannot live with myself. I have like this guilt that be like, like why though?
That's
Like,
me as a
feed
person,
you
though. Honestly, if I need something, I hate to ask for something if I need it. I'd rather go without it and try to get it on my own than ask, say my girl's parents, like, hey, can you spot me $20 or something like that? And let me make it clear, I've never asked them for money. I've never did that. But as a person, I hate asking for stuff. Or even if people say, here, you want this, you can have this. Even if it's, they're giving, I still feel some type of way. Like, I feel like, nah, it's cool. You can have it, man. It's cool. Thanks. But that's just me as a person, man. For some reason, I feel some type of guilt that I don't know.
Yeah, man, I'm the same exact way. It's just the way we were brought up, I guess. Just, you don't, it's not, I don't know how to say this. It's not that it's not right. It's just, it's out of respect. You know what I'm saying? It's
out
just
of respect, out of respect.
But yeah, all right. So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna have to check it a little bit later, bro. All right. So, real quick, this is the lovely and fantastic lightning round. This is just a few quick questions under 5 seconds. More of the same, but we'll try to switch it up a little bit on here because of something you said earlier. So, it's gonna be about 7 questions. No, 6 questions. No, 8 questions. 8 questions, all under 5 seconds, and do the best as you can to answer them. And here we go. And What is your guilty pleasure?
Food, man.
Food. Your biggest influence in life?
My kids.
Kids. What artists do you follow, like mostly? Don't say Drake.
Nah. Roddy Rich, the baby,
Roddy?
Lil Baby. You know, Kendrick, J. Cole.
That was good. That was good. Now, since you already mentioned the food earlier, what's your favorite food?
Chinese.
Chinese food. That's like my second favorite food. My first I would say Italian, but okay, I'll see you there. Favorite sport?
Basketball.
Same. Basketball. Nice. Favorite team in basketball?
It's got to be the Pistons, man.
Pistons, of course. That makes total sense. Hometown love. Okay. And if you could have any superpower, which one would it be?
Probably flying.
Flying. Okay.
Yeah.
Get those pedals from the up in the air. Just like swoop down, whoop, and just swim in the sea or the ocean or the river of some sort.
And
all right.
Save on gas money nowadays.
You're actually right. I forgot about that. We save on gas money. Definitely makes sense. Who is your favorite interviewer of all times?
And it's JDQ.
Oh, you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first.
JDQ, man, he's the only one showing these people love.
Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Now, I'm gonna let you go in a bit, but before I let you go, as I always do, you're my guest, and I want you to have the last word. Is there anything else you want to say to the community, the YouTube community, or in general, anybody who's going to see this afterwards? Any last words you want to say to them?
Yeah, like I said, I want to thank everybody that supports me. I want to thank predator poachers. I said predator poachers. Yeah, I want to thank Alex, for giving me this platform, and opening his knowledge. And then I want to thank my bro, because he's the one that got me, into predator poachers and opened that door as well. And then the support they give me as well. Man, I just want to thank the supporters and stuff, and I want to tell my girl, Caitlin, yeah, I love you, baby, and I can't wait till dinner's done. So.
Yeah. All right. So before I let you go, officially, we have Killer Craig with the question. He says, "Please ask Michigan to have a member option on the channel, please." So.
Yeah, actually, I haven't hit that many subs yet, but for some reason, I got approved for a membership already.
Okay, so let's get it started.
Before I even hit 10K, so yeah, that's something I'm working on already. So yeah, there's gonna be a membership soon. Honestly, anytime I get to it. So.
All right, that's good. Now I'm gonna be looking out for that. All right, so Sagtown, thank you for the $2 donation. Of course, thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the love and support, guys. Michigan, thank you for being on here. I appreciate your time. Thank you for taking out of your time to be on here. Like I said earlier, you have a family to tend to, so it means a lot to me that you kind of like made the time to be here. And I'll be definitely looking forward to being updated on like your catches and how they're going, all that stuff. All right.
Oh yeah. It's always nice to have you as a homie too, man. I sent a couple clips earlier of a couple catches that I did yesterday and prior to that. So I like showing you some stuff, man, keeping you in the loop, because it feeds you content as well. If you want to talk about certain stuff. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely love that you got me on here. I've been wanting to get on without hitting you up and asking you personally, hey, what's up? But yeah, it's dope. Thank you for reaching out, bro.
No, thank you, man. Thank you, and every single one of you in the chat area for stopping by, showing Michigan everybody show Michigan some love before he leaves in the chat area right now. We're about to like log off in a minute or two. Just show him some love, and of course, if you have not subscribed,
anybody that came from me promoting this stream, y'all go show JDQ some love. Y'all go hit that like button, subscribe to him, because he's definitely he's definitely top, man. He just started, but he's got it on lock, man. He knows what he's doing with these interviews, and yeah, he's fair, man. He's not biased at all. So y'all go show him some love, and he's dropping more videos than me, so he'll keep y'all entertained for sure.
Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me coming from you. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Once again, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the opportunity to interview you. And for everybody else, y'all have a blessed day. Take care. I love every single one of you. Of course, stay blessed as always, today and forever. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with the other interview that's coming up. It's going to be a former victim of sexual assault and predator assault. So that's going to be good too. All right. So y'all have a good one and peace out.